Hello everybody, my name is Cole Marnes. Thank you guys for watching this video. In today's episode, we're talking about part 2 of week 6 of the NFL. If you missed part 1, it'll be in the descriptions below. There will be a link. You can just click on that. It'll take you right to part 1. Let's get started here with part 2 and the last two remaining 1 o'clock games on Sunday as the 1-3 Jacksonville Jaguars take on the 1-4 Chicago Bears. Jacksonville last week going on a bye, as right now not having the season they expect them to be, as it seems like a team that could get going at some point and have a good team. Once again, they have not got to that standard right now, starting off at 1-3. They still have a chance to kind of get a boost and try to get up there with some couple of wins. Then for Chicago Bears, they suffered a loss to the Indianapolis Colts last week, as Hoyer seems like he's been doing a great job so far on this team, leading this team on offense. It seems like that this Bears team is actually moving up now, as they don't have Jay Cutler as their starting quarterback. And that is the question right now, is who's going to start, Hoyer or Cutler, once he comes back. I would say it'd have to be Hoyer, because he's been doing a great job controlling this offense and making this team a lot better, I feel like. But in this one, I'm going to go with the Chicago Bears picking up the win in this one over Jacksonville. They're at Soldier Field. I believe this offense can do a good job against this Jaguars defense, which they haven't done too much this year. The only good game I feel like they really had was against the Green Bay Packers at week 1, but again, that was week 1. But I'm going to take the Bears to win this one at home, 27-24 over the Jacksonville Jaguars. In our next game, we had the 4-1 Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the 1-4 Miami Dolphins. Pittsburgh last year picking up a win against the New York Jets. And Le'Veon Bell, I had my questions if he was going to be all right from that ACL injury or not. He's having a second one in 2 years. He came back great once again in week 2, and I think he had over 150 yards, purpose yards in that game. Looked very, very well in that offense, just when they got things clicking automatically right now. The New York Jets, Miami Dolphins, suffered a loss last week to the Tennessee Titans. And the Dolphins right now not looking very good, as this team just seems like they can't get anything clicking on offense. This Tannehill not looking good, just probably not a good quarterback fit in Miami right now, and just the team overall right now on offense, something that's just not a good fit. As they have good receivers in Landry and Parker, but it just seems like they can't get them going. And in this one, I'm going to pick the Steelers to win this one on the road. This offense would be too much for this Miami defense, and just overall this team is too much for Miami. And I have the Pittsburgh Steelers win this one 34-10. Now we go to our 4 o'clock games. We have the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Oakland Raiders. Kansas City last week on a bye, and a much needed bye, as the week before they got lit up on Sunday night by the Pittsburgh Steelers, as they're down I think 35-0 at halftime at one point. And then we have the Oakland Raiders, who picked up a win against San Diego last week and a great comeback victory, as they had to come late in the game, score a couple of touchdowns to pick up a victory over the Chargers, and now moving their record to 4-1 on the season. Kansas City 2-2 right now on the season, and Oakland on a 3-game winning streak right now. And this one, I'm going to go with the Oakland Raiders at home. They have a very strong team so far this year. Derek Carr doing a great job controlling this offense, and Crabtree just having a career year right now for him. And I just feel this offense is going to keep things clicking, especially against this Kansas City defense that seems like it's behind their struggles right now. I think Charles might be coming back for Kansas City, so that should give a little help to that running offense. But I still have the Raiders win this one 24-20 over the Kansas City Chiefs. Our next game, we have the Atlanta Falcons taking on Seattle Seahawks. Atlanta picking up a big win last week over the undefeated Denver Broncos. As a game I thought that this Atlanta defense struggled with against a strong defense. They proved me wrong and did a great job, as Matt Ryan, he's having a career year right now. Julio Jones, I think they said he got benched at one point, if I'm correct, near the end of the game. They gave more of the passes to Coleman, and their running backs, Freeman and Coleman, doing a great job so far this year as well. And Seattle, who came off a bye last week and gave some time for Russell Wilson to rest that ankle, as that's been hurt him since the beginning of the year. So good time for the Seahawks to get that bye week. And this one, I'm going to go with the Seattle Seahawks. I love their defense. Their defense is still looking pretty good. And I said this about Denver last week, but I feel like going against the top 2 defenses in the league back-to-back weeks you got to lose one of them, I feel like, even though you are the top offense in the NFL. But defense has to win at some point. That's why I'm going to pick the Seahawks win at home in this one, 24-17 over the Atlanta Falcons. And our last Sunday 4 o'clock game, we have the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Green Bay Packers. Dallas picking up a win last week against the Cincinnati Bengals, as they torched that defense of Cincinnati's, which I thought was pretty good coming into that game, as Prescott and Elliott looking great as rookies right now. And the fact that Prescott, they're talking about Romo taking over Prescott, is silly to me still. Prescott is obviously the quarterback of the future for the Cowboys, and I feel like they're just start him even when Romo comes back. Then for the Green Bay Packers, they picked up a win against the New York Giants last week, as Aaron Rodgers had a couple of mistakes in that one, but still led this team very well. Lacey might not be playing in this one as he had a injury. I can't remember what the injury was, but he will be coming. He might be out for the game Sunday, which means Starks will get most of the carries in that one. And this one, I'm going to go with the Green Bay Packers winning this. Aaron Rodgers, I feel like, is going to expose the Cowboys defense a little bit somehow, some way. Even though it should be a very good offensive game for both teams, I'm going to the Green Bay Packers winning this one at home in Lambeau Field, 27-20. Then for our Sunday night football game, we had Indianapolis Colts taking on the Houston Texans. Indy picked up the win against Chicago last week to go to 2-3 on the season, as it seems like this offense is starting to get things clicking a little bit more now, as they've been having their struggles here to begin the year. Looks like most of the NFC South, as it seems like this division is still trying to figure out, gets their foot down for each team, as the Houston Texans have picked up a loss last week to a Minnesota team where they barely got over 100 yards in that one. I feel like, as they just were struggling on offense again. Of course, going against the best defense in the NFL right now, as that Minnesota Purple People Eaters are just killing people right now. But in this one, I'm going to go with the Indianapolis Colts. I believe they have the better team in this one. I believe Andrew Luck will have a good game with his receivers in this one, and it's going to be pretty much what offense can do the best in this game, and I'm going to go with the Indianapolis Colts in this one, as the Colts will win this one on the road in Houston, 20-17 over the Texans. Then we go to Monday Night Football, where the New York Jets will take on the Arizona Cardinals. The Jets right now on a 3-game losing streak at 1-4. Last week they lost to the Pittsburgh Steelers in pretty convincing fashion, as this offense, like I mentioned, has not seemed like they got things clicking so far this year. As now Forte's been having good games, let me go around that one. Fitzpatrick, I think, has been partly the issue. Last week didn't turn the ball over for the first time, I think, this year. So that's a good sign for the Jets. If they can keep that going here, especially against this Arizona defense, they might be in good shape in this game. As Arizona, they picked up a W against San Francisco in a Thursday night, I don't know how to explain it, but horrible quarterback battle, as Stanton was a quarterback last week, as Palmer had a concussion, so he could not play. And that one, they were able to sneak out with a couple of great plays by Larry Fitzgerald. But this week, Carson Palmer is back, so that's good news for the Cardinals, bad news for the Jets. And that is actually why I think the Cardinals will win this one, as Cardinals right now at 2-3, trying to get things improving so they can at least try to compete for that division. And I believe the Cardinals will pick up the win on this one at home and pick up their first home win that would be too in Arizona, winning that game 24-16 over the New York Jets. So that's it for part 2. Again, if you missed part 1, go in the description below and click the link button. You'll take you right to that. If you guys want to leave any comments below of who you think is going to win these games this week, who do you think is going to be a breakout player, who do you agree with any of my picks, I'd love to hear what you guys got to say. Just comment right below. If you want to follow me on Twitter, and you can follow me at ColeMartins57. I love talking during the NFL games and other sporting events, so if you want to talk with me, just tag me in a post and I'd love to have a conversation with you guys. If you liked the video, please hit the like button. If you want to see some more of my NFL videos and other videos that I post, hit the subscribe button. I'd really appreciate both those. Thank you guys for tuning in this video. I really, really appreciate it, and you guys have a great day.